Oh my God!
In the final years of the second millennium, Japan had become the world's most powerful economy. As such, her influence on world affairs was unprecedented. However, all was not well in the land of the rising sun. Her position on the world stage had made her a prime target for terrorism. By attacking Japan's political and financial institutions, a terrorist organization could quite realistically hope to destabilize the world economy and its political leadership. The infrastructure of the great Western powers would fall like a line of dominoes once Japan had collapsed. With the stakes this high, the Japanese government was forced to act. In the mid-1990s, the government established a House Committee for Terrorist Affairs. Its function was to investigate the aims, the means, and the membership of any organization or individual involved either directly or indirectly in terrorism. Reporting back to the House, the Committee for Terrorist Affairs concluded that most of the outrages were being masterminded and perpetrated by an extremist group of left-wing political activists. They were known as the Communist Red May. Their objective, world communism. And to achieve it, they would stop at nothing. To combat them, the committee recommended the establishment of a new elite force. It was to have wide-ranging powers, and its agents would act as the cutting edge against terrorism. In fact, they would become judge, jury, and executioner.
Mr. Taki.
Yeah?
An emergency call's just come through.
Oh, yeah? Who is it?
Some guy calls himself Raiden. He didn't say what it's about.
I'll take it. So, tell me your news.
Well, we found the car that was used to launch last night's missile attack on the American embassy. It's parked 4 kilometers away on the shoulder of the Pacific Freeway. A Porsche 911. It's licensed to a Toshihiro Tahara. Yeah, well, the guy's out of the country. No, I don't think he had anything to do with it. The car was stolen from the airport after he left. Well, I'll tell you what is interesting, and that's the time the terrorists chose to park the vehicle here. Well, according to the Highway Patrol, it must have been between 3 and 4 a.m. Now, that's significant, because it also just happens to be the time the Highway Patrol shifts change. Hence, it wasn't spotted. These guys must have good intelligence to know that.
That's good work. Now I want you to follow up any other leads you can find. I've got an appointment at the airport.
Are you picking up that scumbag Tsuyama?
Yeah, I'm the welcoming committee. Look, I'll see you later.
Okay,
Hey,
out.
what do you think you're doing? The Communist Red May could be listening in. Turn it off now!
Don't worry, this uses a digitally encoded military frequency. The Red May can't pick it up.
I don't recognize you. You're not in my division. Are you with the military?
Not quite.
What? In that case, you can take a hike, mister. This case is being handled by my division, and we don't need any help from anyone else.
Sure, see you around. I finished here anyway.
Just a minute. For your sake, you'd better not be a journalist. Well?
Tell me, do I look like a journalist?
Cut the crap and show me some ID.
Are you always this charming, or am I just lucky?
Little shit. I wonder which division hatched him. I'll get onto his chief and make sure he's given a hard time. Huh? Oh, Jesus. I can't believe it. How did a little dork like this end up with one of these? Yeah, there's no mistake. He's definitely one of them.
Come on, give it back. I haven't got all day.
My God, he really is one of those special security agents I heard the rumors about. I can't believe they're for real. They're licensed to kill.
I don't think there's any point in checking the records that far back.
Look, I'm not interested in what you think. Just send through the information I asked for.
Okay, then I'm sending through all the airport employment records for the last 5 years. Whew. Been over 900 people employed at the airport in that time. How's he gonna spot the terrorist in that lot?
I don't know, but the airport's a vital strategic target for the terrorists. They'd almost certainly have somebody working undercover there. And if they have, they're bound to try and rescue Suyama.
Well, maybe. But tell me, if they're so desperate to liberate this Suyama guy, how come they're spending their time on rocket attacks on the American embassy? Don't make sense.
Well, perhaps it's a diversion. And didn't Raiden say the car used in the attack was stolen from the airport?
Oh, fuck. Chief.
So what you got?
Well, it looks like the Red Maze infiltration of the airport goes back a long way. At least 5 years. These are our suspects.
A security guard, 2 maintenance men, and an air hostess. So how do you figure these people are linked to the terrorists?
One or two things. Firstly, all of them are known left-wing sympathizers.
Yeah, so it's a free country.
Well, look at the air hostess. She's got some contacts. Seishiro Honda, for instance, who I'm sure you'd remember. We busted him for possession of explosives. The other people on that list are just the same. They're highly suspect. So that's it. What do we do?
Leave them alone for the minute. Just keep an eye on them and see what they do. If they're involved, they'll break cover sooner or later, and we'll get a surefire conviction. Make sure you keep a low profile. I don't want them to know we're onto them.
Sure, don't worry. I'll be very discreet.
Now I gotta go and pick up this piece of slime, Suyama. I got a bad feeling about this one.
Where the hell's my backup got to? This won't do. Mind you, I bet this turns out to be nothing.
Huh?
Gas board. I need to check your appliances.
There must be a mistake. We don't have any gas appliances in here.
Well, that may be, but we've had some reports of a leak. We're making a safety inspection. It's vital we take a look round. If you've got a leak in pipe, the whole place could go up.
Well, all right then.
Freeze! Oh! Everyone in this room's under arrest. Give yourselves up now. I know you're here. Show yourselves.
Hold it, pig! Now, drop the gun real slow.
This won't get you anywhere.
Shut up, you punk!
You can't imagine I'd be stupid enough to come here alone. Take a look out the window.
You bastard!
I told you this wouldn't do you any good.
Christ! You fucking bastard! I'll get you!
Now let's see what you got in that box. It's a rocket launcher. Very nice. Just the same as the one you used last night in the embassy attack. Who's supplying you with all this stuff?
Go to hell. I ain't saying.
Die, you imperialist vermin!
Two body shots to disable, 2 headshots to kill. Textbook stuff. Whoever pulled this little number's a real pro. And a hardened killer.
Don't look so surprised. I'm your fucking backup. You should have waited for me before you came in here on your own.
Jesus, it's a woman.
Let me introduce myself. The name's Angel, but don't let that fool you. I can be a bitch when I want to.
Yeah, well, I ought to thank you for saving my ass just now. But what'd you think you're doing, blowing her head off? We could have questioned her.
Calm down, for Christ's sake. She wasn't important. And anyway, you've still got those other jokers you can question.
I don't like your attitude at all. Remember, we're not state-funded murderers.
Sure, you're King Arthur and his Knights of the Round fucking Table, you scum.
You're just killers hiding behind badges. People like you don't even know or care why we're fighting against you.
Huh. Well, I agree with that. Come on then, dickhead. Why don't you tell us all about it?
Well, Japan has become an unequal society. You only have to look around you to see the difference between the haves and the have-nots. All we're trying to do is to give the workers back the means of production, make it a fairer society for the ordinary person. Of course, the fat cats don't like it and want to stop us, so we've had to resort to armed struggle.
I've heard some bullshit in my time, mister, but yours is the best.
You've just been brainwashed by the authorities.
Shut the fuck up, you self-righteous, moralizing commie scumbag. You make me sick. You think that anyone who doesn't agree with you must be brainwashed. You can't imagine that anyone could actually choose to hold a different point of view from your own. Well, let me tell you, it ain't necessarily the case. Oh, and another thing, unless you want a .45 caliber lobotomy real bad, I suggest you tell your friend over there to put that fucking knife down.
Huh? Drop it now!
Okay, calm down. I ain't looking to get my goddamn head blown off. You guys win.
Hello? Listen, the bomb's in position and the timer's running. It should go off right on schedule.
Hi, Chief, it's Kuwata. Listen, I'm still with the suspect, but so far she hasn't done anything or seen anyone yet. She's making a call from a phone box. Do you want me to pull her in?
No, let her run. If she's in on this, then the call's probably to her controller. But if they've got this thing wrong and she's clean, arresting her now will blow your cover. Just keep on her tail for the time being.
Okay, Chief, she's finished on the phone. I'll keep you informed.
Okay, then. If you find you need backup, contact Hacker in peace.
Roger, out. Hello, I'm talking to you live from Tokyo's Narita Airport. There's an enormous police presence here as we await the arrival of the plane carrying Takeshi Suyama, the exiled leader of the terrorist group known as the Red May. And even as I speak, I can see the plane approaching runway 7. Well, this can hardly be the homecoming Suyama hoped for. Having survived on the run abroad for the last 7 years, he and an accomplice were finally arrested by the Australian police after a savage gun battle following an attempted bank robbery in Melbourne. And now the door of the aircraft is opening. And yes, there he is. There's Suyama. He looks tired and haggard as if he hasn't slept in days. Oh, and there behind him is the accomplice who was arrested with him. We believe his name is Tachihara, and he's a Japanese national. Unfortunately, those are the only details we have about Tachihara at the moment. Undoubtedly, this has been a significant victory for the authorities of both nations in their fight against
It's a setup! Get him into the van, quick! No!
Nobody move!
Hands up!
Suyama, get in the chopper!
Okay, out of my way. Come on, guys, hurry up. Let's get out of here.
If anyone tries to stop us, this guy's gonna be French toast. Nobody breathe until that helicopter takes off.
And we're taking hostages, so if you follow us, they die.
Hacker, the helicopter's just been hijacked. Turn on the tracking device and get after it.
I got him now. Looks like he's heading east. Let's go.
Okay.
Come on, let's move it! Scramble!
Go! Hurry it up!
Over here!
Hello, Chief. Listen, our friend the air hostess killed the helicopter crew, so I'm afraid I've had to neutralize her. The 2 maintenance men are missing, by the way.
I know. They're the guys who are flying that stolen helicopter.
Oh, I see. So you managed to figure out their plan.
Yeah, that's right. I put a tracking device on the helicopter.
How come you didn't stop their operation?
I can't tell you. Suffice to say, I have my reasons, which I'll explain later.
I guess you're aware of why I've called you in. I know you let Tsuyama escape at the airport today. This is an important case, Taki, so you'd better have a pretty good explanation.
Well, sir, I think that Tsuyama is a red herring. I don't believe he wields any real power in the Red Maze organization anymore. I think the real leader of the Red Maze is this Tachihara. But to find out for sure, I had to let him run.
What grounds have you got for thinking that? It doesn't sound likely to me. And besides, even if it were true, you've completely ignored your departmental orders to bring Tsuyama into custody safely. You're lucky I don't fire you.
That's up to you. But what I hope to find out here is who Tachihara's associates are. He should lead us straight to them.
I see. So then you plan to destroy the entire communist Red May in one fell swoop. I can see it might work, but I think you're taking far too great a risk letting them escape.
If you say so.
Huh. I do say so. And just remember, at the end of the day, it's me you have to answer to. Now, I want you to make the recapture of Tsuyama your #1 priority.
My #1 priority is Tachihara. I gotta go.
You'd better get a result, or I'll have your ass for this.
Fine. If you can find anyone else who wants this job, they can have it.
Yeah, we found the helicopter.
I gather one of them's dead.
Yeah, that's right. It looks like the others killed Tsuyama.
What makes you say that?
They've written a note on the windshield in his blood. Says something about Tsuyama being a traitor and Tachihara taking over.
Okay, see you later.
Roger.
Mr. Taki, what a surprise. I didn't expect to see you here.
I'm sorry, but do I know you?
Ichihara. I've been wanting to talk to you.
Yeah?
Well, you see, I'm the chief scientist at the Cybergenic Research Institute. I realize that in the field, your agents come up against some hard cases and are put under a lot of pressure. We've developed some techniques at the Institute which would improve your men's combat potential no end.
You conduct your experiments elsewhere, pal. There's no way I'm letting you have my men as guinea pigs.
Well, if you change your mind, you know where to find me. You're going to change your mind, I'm sure.
Why do you think Tachihara will mount an attack on the stock exchange?
A successful attack on the stock exchange would throw Japan's economy into chaos. That could destabilize Japan politically, and the consequences would reach far beyond our shores. If the yen were to collapse, then the dollar, pound, and Deutschmark would follow. It'd be total disaster. Didn't you realize that?
No, I didn't.
Well, you may not have known it, but I'll bet you Tachihara does, and that's why he'll attack soon. Let's run a check on that truck.
That's the 90th check we've run. And there's absolutely nothing suspicious about it.
Maybe next time.
Sure hope so, because this is getting real boring.
What would you do if a terrorist took a child as a hostage?
Well, I guess I'd take the shot, as I might not get another opportunity.
You mean that you'd risk killing a child?
If the terrorist took the child hostage, then it'd be the terrorist's fault if the kid got blown away.
You think so? I'm not sure. What about keeping the peace and protecting the innocent? Once you ignore that, it means you're no better than the murdering scum that we're fighting. There's no way I'd want to have that on my conscience.
Well, if you can't take the heat, perhaps you should think about getting yourself a nice desk job.
Yeah? Well, who knows? One day I might apply for a transfer. That crash is a diversion!
The van checks out as having been stolen from a bakery in the eastern suburbs sometime last night.
Let's check out this van!
You got it.
Oh, shit! Get moving!
Why? What's wrong? What's happening?
Look, special security agents, now drive! Come on!
Hey, Tachihara, don't panic. We can handle 2 of them.
You don't know shit. Now do as I say and drive!
They've seen us.
Hackers, peace! They're coming your way! this crate go any faster?
I'm trying.
Shit, look up ahead!
Okay.
They've got round us.
Raiden, we're gonna take a shortcut and try and head them off.
Okay, understood. I'm gonna stay on their tail while Angel pulls up alongside and tries to attack.
Okay. The regular Japanese police force are a bunch of pussies, but these special security agents are different. They've broken 8 terrorist organizations in the last 2 years. So we gotta handle them carefully. But I don't mean with kid gloves.
You fucker! Try some of this!
There's only 2 of them. We can handle them, you said, idiot. Out of the way, I'll do it. Huh? Hit the brakes! Now. Right. Let's go.
Hacker, I see them.
Excellent.
But there's no sign of Raiden or Angel.
Go on, step on it.
Angel, can you go on?
Yeah,
Forget about me. You get after him.
no problem.
God, she's a hard case, the bitch.
Shit! It's those guys who tried to stop us before. Wait, turn around and go back again.
Christ, what do you think you're doing?
See you later, comrades!
I'm faster, so I'll take the van. You two try and pull in that guy that jumped in the river.
We're on it.
An explosion! Who the hell did this? And why? The girl's gone. Perhaps she was a double agent. But if she was, why weren't we told? Blood. What's that? Who is it? He's vanished. So he killed all of them, including the girl. Who is he? In our next installment, the battle against terrorism continues. The enemies of democracy escalate their efforts to seize power, and strange forces are at work against them. But whose side are they really on? Find out in the next episode of Angel Cop, The Disfigured City.
Beep boop.